Hi, this is Gary Jones of Full Tilt Poker, bringing you final table highlights from event number 22. It's the two-day, $2,500 no-limit hold'em hosted by Patrick Antonius. 795 players competing for the $2 million prize pool. First place today will be taking home $460,000. 9 players left. Travesty Fund looking good with just over $1 million in chips. Bickle Ace not too far behind, 930,000. Then there's a little bit of a drop. High Duck, he's at 614,000. Seago Boy 528, Claws of Gix 456, Night Moon 445, and the remaining 3 just over the 200,000 mark. Here we are at the action. The blinds are 6,000 and 12,000. There's a running ante of 1,500. Looking round the table, no one under any real immediate danger. Everyone with more than 10 times the big blind. About 15 times the big blind for Fat Cat. He's the one in the big blind right now. The only one who's probably feeling the pinch just a little. Bickle Ace on the button. 890,000 for him. Sitting pretty comfortable. He's raised it up. 30,000 from him. Fat Cat in the big blind. He's moved all in. 180. Obviously hoping that Bickle Ace is on a button still and doesn't have anything to call him. Unless, of course, he's sitting there with aces, in which case he hopes that Bickle Ace has something. It's a call. It's pocket threes versus King Queen. Pretty well a coin toss. But it's a coin toss that Fat Cat can't afford to lose, and it's not looking good for him now once that king comes. 6 on the end means we've lost our first player. We're down to ace, 8, and Bickle Ace up to over $1 million in chips. Well, Cyclone, the one under pressure now, 163,000. High Duck in the big blind, not looking good either, with about 200,000 at the start of this hand. Making the call of Travesty Fund. Kind of an action flop. 3 diamonds, also a 10 jack. And about 100,000 in the middle. It's a check from the man under pressure right now, High Duck. And a small bet from Travesty Fund. And a re-raise all in very quickly from High Duck. And Travesty Fund was laying the trap with diamonds. Needs runner to have any kind of a chance. That king spells the end for High Duck, and he's going to be out in 8th. After that hand, Travesty Fund, our chip leader, 1.4 million right now. Bickle Ace in second place with just over $1 million. Lowest chips, and the only man who can really be feeling the pressure at the moment, Cyclone. He's sitting on the button. Well, there's a raise from Marlin. A quick re-raise all in from Cyclone. The bet stands at 167,000. And another re-raise from Night Moon. 317. Ace Queen versus Ace 10. Needs to catch Cyclone. A 9 would be a split pot. That jack gives him even more out. 7s and Queens good for him, but he couldn't have caught a 10. Deuce on the end. Spells the end of Cyclone. And we're down to 6. Marlin 555, 601,000. Still an awful lot of play left in this final yet. No one really feeling the pinch. The 36,000 around. Claws of Gix re-raising, Marlin 555 and a call. King 8 deuce, 2 hearts. Claws of Gix sitting there with 380,000. He bets 120. Although Marlin had more chips at the start of this hand, can't really afford to get it wrong. He's made the call. 260 versus 402. The chips remaining between these two. It's all in from Claws of Gix. Quick call from Marlin. Well, it's pocket aces versus King Queen. The ace is going to hold up. And Marlin now under real pressure. 140,000 left for him. He's managed to get himself up over 200,000. He's also won the honour of the big blind. And the blinds are 10 and 20,000 now. Quick re-raise all in. King Jack versus pocket 10s for Travesty Fund. The King Jack needs to catch or he's going to be out. Could do with a jack now. That ace, no good. Marlin 555, going to be out in 6th. So just 5 players remaining. 60,000 on the button from Claws of Gix. Call from the big blind for Bickle Ace. Queen Jack 5 the board. Well, check, check. We haven't seen too much of that. 142,500 in the pot. Better 60,000 and a call. 10 on the end. Brings a couple of straight draws. And a 120 bet from Claws of Gix. And a call. It's queens and tens for Claws of Gix. He's managed to get a fair bit there out of Bickle Ace. 50,000 the bet. First position raise from Bickle Ace. He's still sitting there with over $1 million in chips. Re-raise all in from Ciego Boy. With first position raise from Bickle Ace, and he's got the aces. Needs to get a bit of luck here, Ciego Boy. He's caught the queen. Just needs a jack. Now he's got hearts as well. Well, 3 of diamonds was nearly there for Ciego Boy, but not enough. He's out in 5th. And on new chip leader is Bickle Ace, or at least he was for a short while. Travesty Fund now back up over 1.8 million. Night Moon raising it up, about 50,000. Just these 4 left. And a call from Bickle Ace. King 9 for the board, and 120,000 in the pot. Bet of 67. Quick double bet from Bickle Ace. And a call from Night Moon. 388,000 in the pot. Check again from Bickle Ace, and a check this time from Night Moon. 5 brings 3 clubs. And some straight possibilities. Although I'll be very surprised if Night Moon turns over 6-3 right now. King Jack beats the King 10. And I'm surprised no more money went in that pot. 12,000, 24,000 the new blind level. There's also a running ante of 3,000. Means it's 48,000 every 4 hands. Still not massive blinds for the amount of chips in front of these players. Plenty and plenty of play left. Bit of an action board here. 8-9 Jack with 2 spades. And a bet of 88,000 from Night Moon. Cool. And Travesty Fund. 5 on the turn. Adds to the list of straight possibilities. And a check from Night Moon. 305,000 in the pot. Travesty Fund running away with a chip lead right now. He's betting 176. And it's a re-raise all in from Night Moon. Quick call from Travesty Fund, and he's flopped the straight against a set. What a hand! That king on the end, and Night Moon desperately unlucky. He's out in 4th, having flopped a set. It's definitely all going one way right now. Travesty Fund over 3 million in chips. The other 2 below 1 million. Bickle Ace. Huge re-raise, making it 846,000 to play. Wow, Claws of Gix giving this some thought. There's been a raise and a re-raise. He could possibly sit out this and move up a spot if Travesty Fund knocks out Bickle Ace. He must have some sort of a hand. Oh, looks like it's more likely a bad connection. Not what you want to happen to yourself at this stage in a final. To call from Travesty Fund, Ace King versus 7s. He's flopped a flush draw, but no ace, no king yet. There's a king on the turn. 2 7s left in the deck to save Bickle Ace. They don't come, and Travesty Fund up to over 4 million in chips. Big, big chip lead. 8-1 over Claws of Gix. To call, a raise, a re-raise, and Claws of Gix was at it with his 8-7 of diamonds. Aces and queens for Travesty Fund. It'd take a miracle for Claws of Gix. Oh, and it's come! Wow, a 10 and a 9 to give Claws of Gix a backdoor straight. How unlucky for Travesty Fund. He must have thought this one was all over. I know I did. Here he is, back at it. Trying to finish the job that the 9-10 put a stop to. Travesty Fund. Bet on the flop, check on the turn. 200,000 in the pot. Claws of Gix making a bet of 86,000. Gets the call. Just a pair of fives. It's a jack for Travesty Fund. And a nice pot, putting him close to the 4 million mark. $48,000 the bet, and a quick call. $150,000 in the pot. Well, it's turning into a very, very important pot for Claws of Gix. It's bet 100,000. He's only got 568,000 left. He's got a caller again. Travesty Fund checks once more, and another check from Claws of Gix. A7, good for Travesty Fund. I think he got the most out of that one. Well, it's all in and a call. It's 10-5 of clubs versus pocket 9. There's a 10. The one card that Claws of Gix did not want to see has turned up on the flop, and that is the end of him. And Travesty Fund wins event number 22. So $460,000 for Travesty Fund. Definitely no travesty. Claws of Gix taking home $290,000. Bickle Ace $215,000. Night Moon $165,000. And Diego Boy takes home a cool $125,000. That may be the end of the Full Tilt Online Poker Series number 12. But the Full Tilt Online Poker Series number 13 is just round the corner. I'm Gary Jones, looking forward to seeing you at the final table.